Mystreet Season 7 is returning, so I thought now would be a perfect time to return to a redraw. 6 years ago, I drew this drawing of Ian from Aphmau's Minecraft roleplay series, Mystreet. Ian was the main antagonist of Season 4, and my favourite character. I can't remember why he was my favourite character, since I haven't watched this series since I first watched it, like properly, but I just remember him being pretty eccentric and I liked his design a lot. His voice actor was also really good. I love Christopher. Anyway, back to his drawing. I drew this original illustration as practice. I had just gotten my first graphics tablet at the time and wanted to test out Clip Studio. Since the first drawing, I've only redrawn it twice, once in 2019 and the other in 2020. The second one looks a little bit funky, but I think you can tell that I was trying to experiment with my style here, straying away from the more realistic look of the first one. As for the third one, it's an improvement. I can see I really tried to experiment more with it, considering the slightly more dynamic pose and expression, and also I kind of like how that moon looks in the background. It's really cool. The whole reason I was reminded of this drawing in the first place was because of Jess's announcement of the final season of Mystreet finally returning. The fandom since that has made a resurgence, and my friend Red had started drawing Ian again, and this got the cogs in my brain turning. I started off by wanting to try and design my own design for Ian, because I love designing characters, but the pose I started off drawing him in was just too cool to leave as a sketch. This is when I decided it was time to show off how much I'd improved in the last 6 years. I included a proper background this time, even though it's kind of simple. It's just some trees behind him with some snow in the background and a big moon drawing attention to his face. This second sketch layer really shows off how much better my anatomy has gotten over the last 6 years. And over the last few months especially. I've been studying a lot of anatomy and different art styles in my sketchbook in my free time, and I believe it's really starting to pay off. Also, for his design, Red mentioned that Ian would probably have a mullet because he wouldn't have had time to cut his hair since he was in a cabin for so long. I wasn't going to turn down a free chance to give a character a mullet. I made his messy hair kind of look like little devil horns if you look close enough, as a little form of storytelling. I love subtle forms of storytelling in a character design. Just, yeah. Once I was happy with how it looked, I moved on to really refining the sketch. I wanted to make sure I had everything clearly laid out and easy to read so the actual line art wouldn't be such a struggle, and so I wouldn't have to do a lot of guesswork. Because of all this effort to refine the sketch, the line art came out so freaking yummy. Like, oh my goodness. I'm so proud of how this looks. It just looks so juicy, and it reminds me of how line art looks traditionally, because I love doing line art traditionally. It just looks so much better. I struggle so much with digital line work, but I'm starting to finally like it. Anyway, note to myself and to everyone else, never miss out that refined sketch layer. It works wonders. As for the colours, I made sure I had the background sky down before anything else. I wanted to make sure the base colours would look good, placed on the dark navy blue of the night sky. Ian's colours are all blue. He's blue. So I just wanted to make sure that none of them would blend into the background. That's mostly why I placed the bright white moon behind him, and to also just to draw more attention to his face because I love his expression. I just made sure that the background was just kind of drawing you into him because he's the main focus of the piece, nothing else. So that's why I made the background so simple. One little detail that I really liked, and this was at the end of the drawing, was using a brush to make the snow at the bottom look really misty and cool. It creates this effect, and I think it just brought the whole piece together. And also the little shine from the moon, it just mwah, chest kiss. I'm so proud of this drawing. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'm really excited for Mystreet coming back, I will be honest. It's a bit of nostalgia from when I was younger. And another thing, I just wanted to say that the support on the Spider Sona video has been crazy, considering that that was my first video back in like over a year. It knocked all of the other videos I'd posted before out the park. I'm also going to be posting so much more from now on. This YouTube thing is, I want to put so much work into it, and I currently am working on 2 different videos, so if you enjoyed this one, you should totally stick around to see those and more. Anyway, thank you all so much again. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you guys later. Bye bye.